and welcome to the Wayfaring Panda. I'm Annette. Today I'm making a summer themed card, and it's going to be making lemonade because I think of lemonade in the summertime. I'm making a kitchen for my little critters to mix up some lemonade. So first I took a skinny rectangle, and this will be my countertop, and it's Bristol Smooth cardstock, and I'm sprinkling on some distress ink that I've watered down. And I'm using a combination of spun sugar, worn lipstick, tumbled glass, and peacock feathers. And this is to look kind of like I would like my dream kitchen. If I ever had my dream kitchen, it would have a countertop with recycled glass. And that's what I'm trying to make it look like. For my card base, I'm using Bristol Smooth cardstock, and that works really well with ink blending. And first of all, I'm doing the top portion of the card with tumbled glass distress ink, and I'm using my Tim Holtz blending tool. Now this doesn't have to be perfect because this is going to be my grout whenever I put on my tile. This video is part of Team Tiny's Summer Hop. You can see the other videos by typing in the hashtag Team Tiny Summer Hop, and also you can click on the link below. This hop is being sponsored by Kendra's Card Challenges, and she's giving away 2 prize packages, each of them including a mystery stamp set and a 6x6 paper pad of Echo Park's Dots and Stripes. To enter, there's a link below to a form to fill out, and then we also want you to hop along and leave a comment on each of the videos. And good luck to everyone. Next, I'm using my Lawn Fawn brick stencil, and I'm holding it onto my workspace with some purple tape. Then I'm using Peacock Feathers Distress ink to go over my stencil, and then once again I'm using my Tim Holtz blending tool. I'll make a list of all the products that I use in this card in the description below. Some of these links will be affiliate links. They don't cost you anything to use, but I do get a small percent of any sale that they generate, and this helps support my site. Next, I'm using a ruler, and this is just a quilting ruler that I'm using, and a black micron pen, but you can use whatever kind of black marker that you have, and I'm just drawing that across my countertop. I cut out 3 rectangles using my Lawn Fawn Stitch Rectangle dies, and it's the smallest rectangle, to make some cabinets for the kitchen. And then I cut off the top of it so that it'll be the right size. And I'm using my ruler again to draw some drawers on one of the rectangles. And it doesn't have to be perfect because a lot of times drawers aren't the same sizes. Next, I'm using my Nuvo Deluxe glue to glue on my cabinets into my kitchen. If this was my dream kitchen, I'd probably prefer a wood stain, like either a blonde or light colored wood, instead of painted white cabinets, but I thought the white would look better in the card. Then I use my glue to glue on my countertop, and then I'm going to add my oven, which I colored off camera. And the oven comes from a Lawn Fawn stamp set sprinkled with joy. And I cut part of the oven off so that I would have more counter space for my animals to work on, because I didn't think they would be mixing up the lemonade on the stove. I used Lawn Fawn Jet Black ink to stamp my images, and I used Copic markers to color them, so I'll list the colors of the Copics that I used in the description below. I colored my animals and cut them out, and also the lemonade off screen, and now I'm just arranging them to see where I want them to be, and then I'll glue on the lemonade with my glue. The lemonade comes from the Make Lemonade stamp set, and the animals come from the Jump for Joy, but you can use whatever animals that you like. I got the spoon from the Baked with Love set, You could also use sugar if you have that in any of your stamps. I decided I would like to pop up the animals to give them a little bit of dimension. A lot of times people use foam squares or foam tape. I don't like using that too much because it's not very environmentally friendly. So I did make some of my own squares with chipboard and double-sided tape, which was Elizabeth Craft Designs tape. And I have a video on how to do that. I also made some with corrugated cardboard, which is thicker. Didn't have any banner dies that hold a kind of a double sentiment, so I just cut out a rectangle and I'm trimming those with my decorative scissors, and that'll make it look more vintage. I went around the edges of my sentiment rectangle with Distress ink, and this is scattered straw, and then I'll tie it to the lemonade. I'm going to emboss the sentiment, so first of all I go over with my embossing tool so that the embossing powder doesn't stick where I don't want it, and then I'm using worn lipstick to stamp my sentiment, which is Make Lemonade. Finally, I'm embossing it with clear embossing powder, and I really like watching it melt. I used my Scotch ATG gun to attach my card panel to my card front. I decided to pop up the sentiment on the kitchen cabinets, and I'm using my homemade chipboard squares again. As a final embellishment, I'm adding some glossy accents to the glassware. So I'm adding some to the pitcher, the glass, and the window on the stove. I really liked how this card turned out, so I look forward to doing some more kitchen scenes. If you liked the video, please give it a like, and I really appreciate if you can subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day.